Hey, good morning, my friends. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa, live from the Abley Greenhouse and Garden Center just off I-75. It's right over there at the M81 exit. Boy, we had a mess in some areas around there yesterday, actually between M46 and M81 on I-75. It was closed down, and we were talking, we'd never heard of that. So they do have a construction project going on at M46 that's probably maybe working on the drainage. Hey, you know, a good weekend, a little cooler weekend to fill in the spots where you say, hey, I need a flower there, here, there. They still have the wave petunias. I learned what those are all about, and they just keep going. Improved petunia from 20 years ago or so. Hey, let's take a look at the weekend weather. Hopefully you made it through the severe weather. There was quite a bit of severe weather, and you know, the strongest wind gust I saw officially clocked was 75 miles an hour. At some point this morning, there was still 300,000 without power. Now, on the radar, nothing going on the radar, but in the north, you could find a couple of spotty showers with the cooler temperatures, and that's going to be the feature this weekend. So let's look at our computer model. We'll start this afternoon. Breezy winds out of the west, cooler. You can open up the windows. Now, this evening, northern lower, expecting to see a couple of showers pop up. And as that cold front sneaks south through southern Michigan, you might get a real quick shower tomorrow. It's kind of indicating that around the Detroit and Ann Arbor and Jackson areas tomorrow afternoon. We're talking a 10, 15-minute shower here or there. Hey, good morning, Katie. Teddy, yeah, boy, it was nice to open the windows up last night in Frankenmuth with the drier air. So now we're into the weekend and not much going on. Just a northeast wind, which is on Saginaw Bay, Lake Huron. It's a little breezy, but that's about it. We go into Sunday, we're dry, and we go into Monday and Tuesday, we're dry. And it's going to be late Tuesday or Wednesday until we get the southwest wind back, and that's when the warmer air heads our way. So today we're looking at temperatures in the 70s in the southeast half of lower Michigan, 60s in the north. Tomorrow, put a pot of chili on in Traverse City and Gaylord and Charlevoix and Petoskey and at the bridge. High temperatures in the 50s, and then 60s and low 70s in the Detroit area. Saturday, temperatures in the 60s for highs. Sunday, approaching 70 degrees. Remember, with sunshine though, so you're looking at really nice conditions, but not another bake on the lake weekend. That's 3 weekends in a row, I do believe. Now we go to Monday. We go to Tuesday, getting back to the 80-degree mark. We go to Wednesday, flirting with 90. We go to Thursday of next week in the 90s, and Friday in the 90s, and maybe next weekend we'll finally have a good-looking summer-like type weekend. All right, let's just take another little look around here. So, you know, local greenhouses have struggled over the last 10, 15 years. All the large places have gotten into selling the plants too. Abley's telling me they've had the best year since 2005 because a lot of folks had time. You know, now with being forced to stay at home, they had time to get out and have a garden. And we got this concern about, you know, maybe we want to grow some of our own food. Still some nice, these are collards. Man, I love the collards. Those are good with some bacon in them. Well, of course, everything's good with bacon, right? So still some good looking vegetable plants. If you've got some drowned out areas, when I was driving here along M46 in Saginaw, we had 2.75 inches, and I saw a few of the old timers out with water pumps pumping out their gardens. You know, it's another good, when you get a rain like this, another good reason to think about drainage in anything you do. Building a house or planting a garden, think about drainage, because you know you can handle the 1-inch rains when the soil is dry, but if you get a 3-inch rain when everything is soaked, then you have a whole different drainage situation. And we're getting more and more of these heavier rains as the atmosphere warms, the ocean warms, storm systems have more moisture, and as a result, you know, studies have shown that we are getting more heavy rains, more frequency. They're still infrequent, but they're coming with more frequency and whatnot. So hey, I'll get off my soapbox there. So there you have it, a pretty simple forecast. The sun's starting to come out. What a beautiful day. We got a breeze, we got lower humidity, we got temperatures in the 70s. We do have a cool weekend. If you're thinking, you know, do I bake on the lake in a boat, or do I hang back at a campfire? It's probably a campfire type weekend. And then next week the heat's right back, and it looks like a longer 3 or 4 day blast of heat. The last ones have been 2 days, and that's what I expect as we go into July. There's a lot of heat there. As we work off this cold pocket, I think we are going to be pleasantly or unpleasantly surprised, depending on the way you think about it, at how hot the July period is actually going to be. There you have it. Thanks for joining me live on the MLive morning weather update. Thanks to our sponsor, Abley Greenhouse and Garden Center in Saginaw, just off I-75. I'll have a complete weekend forecast for you on MLive here shortly. Everybody, have yourselves a great Thursday.